workouts. Right now we're going to concentrate on back exercises this week. I have 2 back days. One is all width, and then the other one's all thickness, more compound movements. So we'll film a little bit of both workouts and throw them together for you. And the compound movements are on Friday. I usually feel pretty crappy by then, so you guys will get to see how far I have to push myself to get through the week. Right now I'm still okay. I'm starting to feel the exhaustion of the carb depletion, and calories are still kind of high, around 3,200, but the carbs are starting to lower down. But still feel okay. So when we get through this workout, we'll start doing some cardio sessions.
One-handed push-ups, go.
Are you serious?
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh, here we go.
There, I did it.
Beast mode.
Days like today, I'm usually so exhausted I really can't even get through the workout. I still feel pretty tired, but as I'm telling myself, you know, hey, you're tired, back off a little bit, I keep doing more and more while I'm saying that in my head. It's like I can't stop. I've been taking this new pre-workout product, and so far it's proven to be more than what it said. It's not really a cracked out feeling, it's more of a concentrated focus, and just when you think you can't go anymore, you've actually got like 2 or 3 more good sets left in you, and then when you think you're done with those, you got more. So days like today has definitely been a savior, definitely been a staple in getting through these damn workouts. I can't even express how impressed I am with this. I've never taken anything like it. So, and with the low carbs I'm having today, I do have some sodium in there to get a pump, but I don't get pumps like this off sodium. This is ridiculous. Like, my back is tight right now. So sit tight, and soon enough I'll tell you guys more about what product it is. So I'm in my target zone for fat burning, but I'm at the very lower end. So after a couple minutes warming up, I'll increase the resistance, and I'll grab the handles and I'll just go as hard as I can for about 40 seconds to a minute. And then I'll bring it back down, check my heart rate. Right now I'm at 143 beats per minute. My target fat burning zone's 125 to 135 beats per minute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ride this until it gets closer to 125, and before it goes under, I'll spike it again. Now this type of training is not gonna burn any muscle away. It's you want your heart rate to stay in a certain target zone for fat burning, but if you periodically create spikes and bring it back down, you're not up there long enough for your body to start tearing down muscle. In fact, think of it like your car. You know, it's better to let your car idle than to start and stop it, because it takes a little bit more gas to start it. So what I'm doing is I'm starting and stopping my car, and I'm burning off a little bit more fat every time that heart rate goes up. But it's not up there long enough to tear down any muscle. I bring it back down. So once my heart rate gets lowered, I'll spike it again. And I just keep doing that for about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna do that and then I'll get back to you. Alright, so let's get in with the cardio. So I'm drinking the isolate protein I'm talking so much about. Two scoops. These are mixed up now, the aminos, set them in the fridge. I'll wait about 20 minutes, protein get in my system, then I'll grab them out of the fridge. I won't do any high intensity stuff on this one. I will do 45 minutes and keep my heart rate in the fat burning zone. Friday is usually the worst day of this because my calories and carbs are low. Because tomorrow I pretty much rest and eat and try to heal back up. Carbs will be high, calories will be high. Don't necessarily call it like a refeed day. I really don't like generic bodybuilding terms because people will use them as an excuse to eat a bunch of crap. I don't do that. I eat a lot of clean food. I actually calculate it out just like I do my other days. Make sure I get enough. So Friday I'm really drained. Last Friday I actually pushed myself a little too hard with the cardio, and by the end of the night I started shaking and breaking out into cold sweats and stuff after I ate a meal, and that's the first time I ever pushed myself so hard that my body actually tried to fight back and like shut down. So I just had to sit there and eat another meal, and I drank some isolate. It started kicking in, and I was good enough to drive home and go to bed after that. So kind of learned my lesson. Bumped up my calories, not necessarily my carbohydrates or nothing, but I played with the protein and fats a little bit. And I feel a lot better all this week, even today, but I will be tired by the end of the day. I've had about 80 grams of carbs, and that was early this morning. It's about 1 o'clock now. I do deadlifts all through the diet until my hamstrings start giving me trouble because I'm not eating enough calories to heal up from the hamstrings being hit all throughout the week. I'm gonna do rack pulls right now just to show you how I do them. I don't just like do it like a partial deadlift. I don't just pick it up. It's not really gonna do much. I'll actually squeeze the back muscles and bend back and try to make it towards an actual good back contraction exercise, as you see right here. After you work out, there's a 30 to 60 minute window that people refer to as the post-anabolic window. What happens during this time is when you're working out, a receptor travels to the end of your muscles called GLUT4. This GLUT4 works as a vacuum, pretty much sucking in any type of nutrients that you take in after you work out. Benefit of this is, unlike insulin, GLUT4 is specific to the muscle. It doesn't just start storing stuff all over the place. It sucks in what you eat directly into the muscle where it is needed. So pretty much anything you take post-workout is all going to be used, which is going to minimize any fat storage to take place. The reason I bring this up is it would be ideal if you could recreate this post-anabolic window a few times throughout the day, 2 or 3 times throughout the day, so that more than one of your meals would be 100% completely used in your body. So there is actually a product out there called AP750 by USP Labs, and it stimulates GLUT4 when you take it. You should take it around 15 to 20 minutes before eating carbohydrate-containing meals of around 30 or more grams of carbohydrates. It'll stimulate the GLUT4, and it will make sure that you suck in all the meal that you eat. What kind of carbohydrates would be the best to use in a situation like that when you can recreate the post-workout window or the initial one after your workout in general? Well, there's a lot of faster digesting carbs that people use, dextrose, simple sugars, but waxy maize is actually one of the better ones to use. Waxy maize is a fast digesting carb, but it's a complex carbohydrate, but it digests fast because it's been pulverized into a powder. So, but because it's complex, it's a heavier molecule. So when the GLUT4 is stimulated after you work out and you mix waxy maize with your protein shake, it will, the molecule will actually attract more nutrients and more aminos to it as it's sucked into the GLUT4 receptor, it goes into the muscles. So it being a heavier compound, it can pull more stuff into your muscles for you to grow and for you to recover. I would go during my little 3-week stint of trying to shed as much body fat off as possible, I would take anabolic pump before my breakfast. So that's the time I wanted to recreate that window to make sure I got everything out of my food that I could. 45 minutes of cardio. The last 15 minutes I would take it, and then I would go out to the car and eat. So, and to also take advantage of waxy maize, I would mix together the egg substitute, whole eggs, oats, and sometimes fruit, depending on how many carbs I was having that day. But I'd always throw a scoop or two of waxy maize in there, and I would blend all that stuff up and make like little pancakes out of it, because it cooks up just like them. So I was eating food that had waxy maize in it. I took the anabolic pump, and the differences from doing that was very significant. I had longer lasting energy throughout the day. Even on very low carb days, I was able to push the whole day. My workouts were better because my muscles had more of the food in them than they previously would without taking AP750. I mean, there would be mornings where I would take it during cardio and I would eat, and I could seriously just feel my muscles filling up with the food. And the amount of time that those carbohydrates would last were longer, a lot longer than if I didn't take the AP750. So I wasn't a big fan of it when it first came out because I was always eating a lot, so I didn't think I really needed it. But after going through this 3 weeks of trying to get off all this body fat and trying to find ways to get the most out of my food so I would feel better, I gave it a shot, and I will be a frequent user of this product from now on, whether I'm getting big or whether I'm on a diet. I mean, if you're trying to get big, you still want to absorb multiple meals throughout the day, so it's going to come in very handy. For dieters, for guys that are trying to get the most out of their food, to have the best workouts, to get bigger, to have longer lasting energy, anything you can think of to benefit growth and recovery, go try AP750. Definitely has surprised me and become one of my favorite products.